Hey there you guys. So today I am going to be doing a couple of things. First off is my April wrap up and May TBR. And then I'm also going to just be kind of doing a little bit of a wrap up when it comes to how VEDA went. I didn't finish VEDA. I'm going to do this first. I didn't finish VEDA. I got almost all the way through, but I missed probably like, I don't know, 7 days total? I don't know the exact number, but I did miss a good amount. I'll be right back. I'm back. But, so I didn't finish VEDA, which I'm kind of disappointed about, but I did do a lot better than some other people do when they're in the process of doing VEDA. So I'm not too disappointed. But, yeah. I have a cat behind me. Jump! Okay, come here. Come here. Here. Potter, it's your show now. Look up here. Look. It's your show. Okay, lay down. Lay down. No? You don't want to? You're just gonna sit. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, so I didn't finish. But yeah. So now on to my April wrap up. I only finished 2 books this month. I should have finished 3, but I only finished 2. And I did end up reading a graphic novel this month because I haven't read one in a couple of months and I kind of wanted to just throw one in there and I was in the mood. So I ended up, I'll pick it up in a minute. I'll talk about the other one first. I also read The Murder Complex by Lindsay Cummings. It was an amazing book. Sadly, though, I didn't get a video up of it in time, so I didn't get to be part of the booktube tour thing because she gave, for a while, her ebook was only $2 on Amazon. So she was having kind of a booktube tour for us to kind of talk about it and say and explain like it's on sale, whatever. And I wanted to be able to talk about the book in addition to that. And so I was just going to just read it and then do the video. And I finished it like 2 days after the tour ended. So, but she gave us all the ebook for free. It was I'm not, this is my complete and honest opinion. It was one of the best books I've read in a while. It's kind of a dystopian type book. And I'm pretty sure it was her debut novel. The second book comes out in May, and I have already pre-ordered it because I'm so excited to jump back into that story. It was absolutely amazing. I can't believe that I didn't pick it up sooner. But I had never really heard of it until that was kind of brought forward to like the booktube community. But yeah, it was an amazing book. And I might end up doing a review on it, but I don't know. It kind of depends on how I feel. And then the second book that I read this month it's your show. He's like kneading into my arm. It's like, that's what he's doing. Ow. Buddy, you're hurting me. He's purring. He doesn't care. But, so I guess I'll just talk about it. The second book that I finished this month was the graphic novel adaptation of The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan, and the adaptation is by Robert Venditti. And it was a pretty good adaptation. They cut out certain parts that I liked, but like they didn't have any of the pearl parts in it. Like no Medusa, nothing like that. But yeah, so I mean it was a good adaptation. I think I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. And it was a good overall read. I haven't read the story in a little while. I read it well, last time I read it, I was prepping for Blood of Olympus. So I guess I read it back in July, maybe? So it's been a little while. It's been almost an entire year since I read the series. But yeah, I'll just show it off real quick. It's this beautiful book. Yeah, it took me like probably about half hour to an hour to blow through this. These adaptations take me a little longer just because there's more storyline to them. So, again, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And so now I am going to be talking about the books that I'm planning on reading in May. So, sorry, I had to drop out of frame there for a second. I have 6 books that I plan on reading this month. And 3 of them pertain to reading challenges. And I can't remember if this was in that VEDA vlog or not, but the challenge that I chose for this month was finish a series, read the final book in the series. And actually I have a book for that to read now, so that's going to be up first. And that is Graceful by Wendy Mass. And I pre-ordered this book and it came out on April 28th. This is the 5th and final book in the Willow Falls series. Last Present was supposed to be the last book, but it isn't. This, she said in her newsletter, this is actually the final book in the series. So I'm able to knock out that challenge this month because I've been waiting for this book for like a long time. I pre-ordered this back in November, I want to say. But I'm super excited. And it's like a middle grade story. So the words are pretty big. But I'm just super excited to get to this month. And it's probably going to be the first book that I start reading this month. But who knows? This is getting done this month though, because I'm so excited that it finally came and it's just amazing. And this is the only book that I have actually gotten since January. So, and pre-orders don't count because like I've already started the series. So, but yeah, pre-orders don't count. And you already knew that I was reading this one because I chose it for my TBR, from my TBR jar, and that is Beauty and the Beast, the one who didn't run away, or the only one who didn't run away, excuse me, which is a book in the Twice Upon a Time series by Wendy Mass. I think it's kind of basically a trilogy as of right now because there's only 3 books, but who knows if she's going to end up writing more in the future. But I've read one of the 3, and I own all 3 of them. Actually, one is an ebook and the other 2 as physical copies. But yeah, so I'm hopefully gonna finish that. It's not leaving my TBR because I chose it for my jar, but you know, still. And then the next book, 3 of the next books are repeats from last month because I didn't finish them. First one being the 10th anniversary edition of Looking for Alaska by John Green. I haven't read any more of it since I talked about it last. But yeah, this one's going to be one that I have to have. Like, it's going to kind of probably have to be the only book on my TBR for a month because I do want to spend time annotating this book. I don't know if you can see these, but those are just the only annotations from the introduction. So I want to spend the time and annotate this book, like annotate the crap out of this book with sticky notes, of course, because I don't like writing in books unless I buy them specifically for school to write in them. And then the next book that I actually finally started this last month is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. And I am 3 chapters into the reread, and it's just as good as I remember. Hagrid just showed up, and I've already read it, and I've already seen all the movies, so go ahead and spoil anything in the description, or in the comments. But yeah, Hagrid just showed up, and like just beat down the door. So, but yeah, I'm just excited I've finally started it, so I'm finally gonna do this. And if I plan on reading a book a month, I'm kind of at that point where I gotta do that now, because we're on the 5th month, and so there's 8 months left, because it's May 1st. There's 8 months left, and there's 7 books. So I have to read these now, because otherwise I won't finish it by the end of the year, and this is like one of my only New Year's resolutions, to finish this book. So I finished the series, so I gotta do it. And then the last repeat is Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld. And yeah, this is going to be read for the Read a Book with 500 plus pages, because, you know, it's a beef. But yeah. And this one's gonna have to be another one that's just like, I just gotta do it. I just gotta start it. I just gotta do it. Because I know I'm gonna like it once I start it, but the intimidation of it sitting on my TBR shelf is like, you're sitting there. I don't want to pick you up. Like, I keep trying to like look at other books. Like, is there any other book that is close? But no. And then the last book, which is the May book for the restricted section book club, which is Christina Horner's book club, is The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making. This has been on my TBR before, but I didn't end up finishing it or even getting to it. But they're reading it for the read-along, and so I figured I'd just put this on here in case I get to it, in case I feel like picking it up. But this isn't, like, a mandatory thing. So, yeah. So I have 6 books that I plan on reading, and I guess we'll just see where that all goes. I only have to read 3 this month. And I also have an ebook that I could read, which is The Darkest Minds. And, yeah, we'll see where this month goes. I know for a fact that I'm going to be finishing one of them. Hopefully I'll finish Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone as well, so I'll finish 2 actually legit books, and not 1 ebook and a graphic novel. So, yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this video today, guys, and I will see you guys all in my next video, which I don't know when it's gonna be, because VEDA's over! Yay! But yeah, so see you guys all in my next video. Goodbye!